Sourcing from China is a complete shit fight at the minute. Long lead times to get stock out of the country, difficulties with tariffs getting into other countries. There is a better way, and I think the better way is to source directly from Australia or sourcing domestically. So if you're going to sell things on Amazon here in Australia, sourcing from Australia is a bloody awesome way to go about doing that. So in this video, and for the next 6 videos as well, so depending on which video you watch, there's actually 7 videos in this series. I'm going to go through exactly how to source your products from Australia. I'm going to cover all the different sourcing strategies, whether that's sort of trade shows or industry associations, whatever it may be. I'm going to show you a deep dive so you will know exactly how you can source your products right here in Australia. Now, if this sort of content interests you, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. As I said, this is one of 7 videos I'm doing all about sourcing in Australia. I'm going to go really deep into it, and I think if you are selling on Amazon here in Australia or considering doing that, you'll get a ton out of it. So to make sure you don't miss one of these videos, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. All right, so with that little preamble, let's get into it. So I've given you some really good ideas for how to find suppliers for your products to buy from in Australia. I've given you 6 really strong ways that are very creative that will put you ahead of the pack. Now what I want to do is show you some things you should subscribe to in Australia to make your job easier. Okay, so this is 3 things I suggest you do that will help you stay at the very cutting edge of manufacturing here in Australia. First one is go to australianmanufacturing.com.au, australianmanufacturing.com.au, and you want to get yourself onto their newsletter, which is just here. Very poorly laid out website. However, the information back is first class. So get yourself onto this newsletter. It is a really good. As a retail entrepreneur, because that's what you are. You are a retail entrepreneur. It just so happens that one of the distribution channels you're using to retail on is Amazon. But you could also be distributing and retailing on eBay, on your own Shopify store, on Etsy, etc. Okay? But you are first and foremost a retail entrepreneur. So it's a good idea to think of yourself in that way, because it will enable you to get yourself clued up about the manufacturing industry in Australia so that you understand what's going on. Okay, treat it like it's a real thing for you rather than just a hobby, and you'll get results commensurate with that. So australianmanufacturing.com.au. Second one I'm going to absolutely suggest you get onto, we're back at Global Sources. So Global Sources every month puts out these magazines. So they do in consumer electronics, in componentry, in lifestyle and fashion, etc. You want to get onto those magazines. They're free. They will send it to you every month, and it's the very latest industry trends about what's happening in those particular things. I've had some unreal ideas for products to sell from those magazines, some absolute corking ideas. So I strongly suggest get yourself onto it. It will make a big difference. You'll get some outstandingly good ideas for products, and you'll also be at the cutting edge of what's happening within those different niches. Okay, so go to Global Sources, go, I think it's at the bottom, let's just go find it, but they change it all the time. All right, so like if it's moved, just go find it yourself. Let's see if it's at the bottom. So you should subscribe here. Okay, And then where's our catalogs? Product catalog. There it is. Look. Product catalog. That's what you're looking for. Get yourself onto that. Super, super cool. They have 7 or 8. Get onto all of them. Next thing. Get updated about what is happening in Australian manufacturing by setting up a Google alert for it. Okay, I use Google Alerts for heaps of different things so that anytime a website, a news site, posts about something I'm interested in, whether that is nutraceuticals, which is a big space I sell in, or skincare, which is another big space I sell in, or pet-related products, which is another big space I sell in, I want to stay right up to date with what's happening. I have Google Alerts set up for those things. So for us, what we're doing, you want to have, I would absolutely suggest you get your brand name in here. So set up a Google Alert for your brand name, whatever that is. I would also do a Google Alert for Australian manufacturing, for instance, or the specific manufacturing sector that you're selling in. I would set that up as well. So if I'm going to create an alert, I'm going to get at most once a day in English, depending on the region that you're wanting to sell in. You might just make it into Australia, for instance, and then get it sent to you. Okay, so you've got something set up so that you know, and you're at the very cutting edge of what's happening here in Australia relative to Australian manufacturing. This is super, super cool to do. That video was taken from my regular Monday night Q&A session where I answer members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs questions all about building their Amazon business. We've got over 2,500 members right here in Australia with sales of over $50 million. If you'd like to find out more about joining us, helping you build your Amazon business, check us out at www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. See you next time. Bye.